EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. The leader is Michael Gligic. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. Okay, that's a good one to start safely in the fairway to get the tournament underway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
Coming at it from 116, pin sitting in the back left portion of the green. He's got a sandwich in his hand, and it's not going to be enough.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at even par. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach. I guess it got the 90% air bit. That ball actually went through that tree.
Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and let's see how good you can chip.
A 4-footer here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. All right, in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Referee's at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. "12 feet still to go." Nope. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Boy, that ball got caught in the breeze and it was just along for the ride. Much too firm there. Now a second to this par 3. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay at level par. This is a good par 4, the 6th. Frank, what's the right way to attack here, beginning with the tee shot?
Well, most people look at this hole and they want to aim a little right, but I'd rather be in that sandy area on the left than the thick rough, to be honest. So this is where a practice round often helps. Get a nice line, but challenge the left, but don't go too far left. Got it?
And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
The late, great Bobby Jones always said the hardest shot in golf is the next one. And that's evidence there in that bunker. All you can do is just simply get it out.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Kiawah 7th is a par 5 measuring out at 579 yards. If he can take a drive over the edge of that right side bunker area, you'll have a good chance of getting on the green in 2. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
"15 feet away." Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Second par 3 here on the front side, the 8th. Frank, it appears to be relatively simple, but I'm guessing there's a little more to it.
There certainly is. You've got to respect the back of the screen on this par 3. Anything over the back is almost an automatic bogey. And also there's a faint ridge in the screen, a good 12, 13 paces on. Once the ball gets beyond that in the air, it's going to scoot towards the back of the green. So it might look simple. Give it another thought.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Hole number 9 here at the Ocean Course is a long par 4 at a robust 514 yards. Flat lies difficult to find anywhere from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Now Notah, his second from the fairway.
He's got 159 yards left. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
That one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and he'll go out in 34, 2 under par for this front side. Through 9 holes, good time to take a deep breath and look out at that spectacular panorama, which this tee does allow you to do, Frank, as it sits right atop a sand dune. It's really pretty. It is, and it's another hole that still goes in that westerly direction. When you look down at this fairway, you have to respect the right side. Right side is a complete no-no. That's where all the big numbers come. So if you're going to air a little on the left side. The hole does open up. Second shot's going to have to be played across the bunker, but this putt will get your attention to start the back 9. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. this from 7 feet. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th, and he'll stay at 2 under. This one started up the right side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Four feet, all that's left for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he'll move to 3 under here, just 1 shot off the lead. The 12th at 484 yards sometimes feels like 2 different holes wrapped into one. At the tee, all you're seeing is a nice expansive fairway. But stand over your second, and you'll see that lagoon set right up on the edge of this green. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. About 99 yards to the hole. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Just going to sneak on by. So, a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. 2021 PGA Championship. This par 4 13th hole was a nightmare for a number of players, including Louis Oosthuizen and the eventual champion, Phil Mickelson. What makes it so hard, Frank?
There's nothing comfortable on this hole, Rich. It's actually one of my favorite holes. And one of the reasons why, you see the sort of sandy bunkery area there on that left side, all perfectly in play for a tee shot. So now the decision is, do I hit it short of them? If I do, I have a longer second shot. Do I challenge them? Well, if I don't find the fairway, now I'm in bigger problems. And that's just the tee shot. The second shot, that water laps almost right up to that right edge of the green. I think it's a great par 4. Oh, pumped up there. That's a little too long and consequently going back down the hill now. Going to require some touch.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. The first of our holes where that ocean really comes into view is this one, the par 3 14. Go ahead, soak it all in, breathe that ocean air. It's nice, isn't it? But you'll need to snap to quickly because at 238 yards, this is no ordinary par 3. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that won't help the cause one bit. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in two sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. Got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this par 5 green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5. Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, right on line all the way. It is a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. This is another of Pete Dye's toughest holes, the par 3 17. It can get stretched out close to 240 yards in length. It's got a green that's nearly 50 yards in length. It's got water. It's got bunkers. It's got it all. Okay, that one's dancing. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18. Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notah Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Kevin Streelman is your leader. He's currently at 8 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play the weekend, hovering a few shots inside the cut line, entering play. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
"14 feet to the hole. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run up down that right side, so Basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
So some early problems. A bogey at one, and now a tee shot into the bunker here at the second.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. 11 feet away. There, it's birdie here at number 2. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Now to the third hole. The par 4 is 390 yards. You're going to drive across the marsh. The fairway is expansive. Really the challenge here is that approach shot. It's a tabletop green. If you miss it, it will be a hard-earned 4, I promise. This is fast becoming a theme here early on. Just 3 holes in, but this is another bunker hit off the tee. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4.
Well, there's more evidence why the long bunker shot is so difficult. Now, a good short game. Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots, they're just as important.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Frank, a great designer like Pete Dye keeps you on your toes. So after the short third, you come to the long par 4 fourth. This is all you want, especially off the tee. You can let it rip.
You're right. It's a big par 4, that blind tee shot. That's one thing. Those bunkers down the right side. But if you don't find the fairway, irrespective of where that wind's coming from, you start having to zigzag your way around a hole that's nearly 500 yards long.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Now this will get a little bit of a boost as it gets down the slope, but more importantly it's going to work its way from left to right.
Nope, that's going to slide by on the high side. Just a little too much break there. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay at even par. Par 3 fifth here is 207 yards. It's one thing to hit the green, but it's another to navigate it. If you're on the wrong side, you might have a difficult time just two-putting. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. That will be no bargain in there. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th. And he'll stay at level par. Heading back toward the clubhouse now, we find the par 4 6th hole at 490 yards. Right-handed golfers want to play this right to left to give themselves a good look at this green, where the lone major concern is the bunker short and left.
Excellent.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
That didn't need much more, but it does come up just about a foot short. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Super wide fairway here at the par 5 7th. Definitely reachable in 2. I think you'd be disappointed if you didn't walk off with a 4 here.
That's certainly the plan of most people on this hole, Rich. And I just think of that old adage that I was taught as a kid. And it's great for these holes. It still works. Tee it high, let it fly.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, that one really jumped, and it's going to lead to yet another bunker shot. Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 1 over. On to the 8th hole now at 198 yards, par 3. Like so many of the greens on this front side, if you don't land it just right, there's a hard slope around the edges, so having the distance dialed in here is a must. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. A chance maybe to just throw something up high for his second. Okay, back in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. The final hole on this front side is a right-to-left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone putt bunker right off the tee must be avoided. And most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. This up the right side off the tee. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And this will be a 2 over 38 on this front side. That just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Let's bring in Notah Begay III for a look at birdie.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
Nope. So that's in for par to start this backside. And that's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Par 5 11th and another scoring opportunity here early on the backside, Frank.
This par 5, it looks very easy to hit it down the left side, but in actual fact, you've got to aim a little down the right side. And the reason why is this fairway actually kicks or cambers from right to left. So anything down the middle, chances are it's going to finish in the rough. Find the fairway, then this hole opens up.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5, but shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up or down for the birdie.
Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line.
It's been a great round of golf considering how few fairways have been hit. If you can just find that short stuff a little more often, this could be a great round.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 104 yards to the front, 118 to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. The 13th is a tough one. No two ways about it. Par 4 at 497 yards. That lagoon that came into play near the green on 12, well, it's now a canal that borders the entire length of this 13th. The left side, no bargain either, with 4 deep pot bunkers greeting those who play a little too conservatively. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions. Oh, that ball limps its way onto the green, but yeah, you never know. One putt away.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 3 14th here at the Ocean Course. Just gorgeous, but it is treacherous. You're exposed to the wind up there on the green, and you might need to hit, I don't know about lumber, but low iron at a minimum, Frank. This is a great hole.
It certainly is. It can play as long as 240 yards, but it's one of those holes, too. If you were aware of the fact that most of the field's going to play it in 3.5 or 4 shots, you would take 3 every single day. Well, I'm going to tell you now, that's exactly what they do in this hole. Don't try and make it 2. Take a 3. You will gain on the field. Listening? Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area you need a ladder to get in and out of. That's up the left side. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. Okay, so this one, maybe a birdie putt in name only. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, what a putt right there. The speed was spot on, but it was just a fraction offline, or that would have gone in. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. Normally you look at par 5s as definite scoring holes. You may want to think twice about that here at the 16th. It can oftentimes play longer than its listed 581 yards. The defining feature is the incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse waiting to happen. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt. But when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup. And it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchio? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, we just try and survive.
Oh, that is right, and that may be gone. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 5th at the par 3. That will be a 3 over on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. It's always fun, isn't it, to play a hole that oozes history. This 18th has it all. Go back to the 1991 Ryder Cup, and then the wild scene, the finish, the 2021 PGA Championship. we'll do just fine.
So job one is completed and done well. That was a good drive, but Frank, there is a lot of work ahead here on this second shot.
Exactly right, Rich. After that tee shot, then you look at the second shot, what's up ahead, which is going to be another long approach shot to a green that, once again, does not sit straight in front of you. So you have to aim a little down that left side, just favor left of middle, and strike it.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18. This will be a second round, 76. So Frank, this a very difficult Friday for our feature.